Well, I thought we found all of them, but nope. They keep coming up, and now we found here a nurse. Someone sent this to me. I didn't watch the whole video, but I watched enough of it to know I wanted all of us to watch it together. So let's watch this one here.
Good afternoon. I'm not one to do live anything or to have anything to say in a public forum. But as a nurse of over 35 years, I am greatly concerned. I work in the healthcare field right here in the Washington, D.C. area.
Washington.
And I'm seeing a trend that I want to bring to the attention of my fellow Black Americans, Black Caribbean folks, Blacks of any kind or shape, wherever you come from, that I think you all need to be aware of. That is, for folks who are showing symptoms of COVID-19, our symptoms as Blacks are different. You don't have a cough, you don't have a temperature.
I watch enough of Mag videos to know that this one is reading something right in front of her. Okay, so I'm gonna keep listening.
Our folks are dying at a higher rate than any other nationality or
They must have moved it up.
And that is because instead of a fever and a cough, what our folks are showing up with is what we in healthcare call malaise, or you just don't feel right. And on top of that...
So now malaise or not feeling right is a symptom of COVID. You know how many people are going to be getting up not feeling right because you can't go in a store without a mask on, you know? And you have your fellow people looking at you because you're not wearing the mask. You know how you're not just going to feel right? That's a COVID-19 symptom now. Okay.
What happens is you start having either pain in an extremity or you just start feeling a little winded. Guess what? If this is happening...
Now pain in your extremity and feeling a little winded is also a symptom. And it seems to me that you guys are going to feel maybe some pains and winded in those masks in the hot heat when you start cramping up from the carbon monoxide you keep steadily ingesting. And then with the heat penetrating on you, you should be cramping up and then passing out. So continue.
Happening to you, you need not to go lay down. The clock is ticking. This coronavirus brings on bleeding inside our bodies, whether it's in...
Wait a minute. Now the coronavirus is bringing on bleeding inside your body? What? Okay. It took this black nurse to come bring us all this new terror for the black people. Okay, go ahead on.
Our extremities, in our hearts, or in our lungs, causing blood clots. And that's what's killing our black folks. Now, if you can't get to a doctor, then you need to get up and walk. You need to start taking deep breaths as much as possible. Use some of your old home remedies. You know how your granny used to give you the garlic and the lemon and the ginger? Make yourself a poultice of onions. Put it on your chest. But it's by time that we start doing something for ourselves. We are losing our black males especially faster than the doctors and the lawyers can pick them up. And the reason for that is one of the symptoms that is very common among our black men is pain in the muscles. And guys, no pun intended, most men, when they start to have a pain, of any kind wants to lay down.
Okay.
This is not the time to lay down.
No.
If you lay down, your lungs is filling with blood.
Okay,
And when
wait.
that blood
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, if a man have a pain somewhere, don't lay down because your lungs is filling up with blood. This is Nurse Ratchet right here, out to terrify the whole damn all the black people right here. Cause I'm getting terrified right now listening to her. You know, now, especially the black men, if you have a pain right now, that could be blood filling up in your lungs and in your heart and everything. Don't lay down. This one right here is advising you to run straight to a doctor because of the bleeding that's going on right now in your lungs. Because I don't know, you got a pain in your leg, your calf. We don't know. The COVID has already hit the toe, and we see it run up the baby's legs and everything, and it even affected the dogs and everything. So we don't know. Now we got the bleeding going on inside the body from pain, especially attacking black men. Nurse Ratchet, finish. Just tell us this. Go ahead.
starts clotting, you
Okay.
can no longer pass oxygen to your bloodstream.
Okay.
So
I don't know why this one even mentioned oxygen. Because is all this happening while you in the mask? Because I know this one is going to tell us to keep that mask on, you know, and now promoting oxygen. I don't see the correlation, lady.
I'm no major doctor,
No.
but I've seen too many die in the last couple of weeks
Okay.
like this. And if you really start thinking, you go back.
Wait a minute. So she has said that she's actually seen all these black men die like this well, all these black people die from all of these things that she said, from all of these symptoms and stuff. And yet and still, she's in Washington, I'm in Connecticut, and I know people between these states and her and me, and I haven't heard none of this symptomatic stuff that's just blatantly attacking all the black people, and you know, you catching cramps and not breathing and, you know, all type of stuff. You know, I'm not seeing none of this stuff that this one is saying, but it is going to cause a lot of people when they do see this, because somebody sent it to me, you know, to think that, you know, the first pain they feel, they got to go ahead and run and call the doctor because they bleeding inside now, especially if they're black, especially if they're black.
As far as February, where we started finding people in their beds dead, and it really seemed.
Look at this. Now they done found the people in their bed dead. You see what I'm saying? Dead. And I guess this happened from the pain that they had first had in their legs and arms that was internal bleeding from the COVID, because we black and we don't have no symptoms, especially the men. Okay.
Seems like it's that virus that was already in our community. So black folks, don't get stupid because they tell you you got your stimulus check and you're going out to go get your hair done or your nails done. Please.
Okay, so now this one here want to say something about the hair and the nails, because of course, and I noticed that myself the other day, the mask wearers going into the beauty salons, and I was thinking the same similar thing to what this one is saying here. Wow. So you got the mask on and you think there's something going on that's killing everybody, and you're going to risk your life out here with your mask to go get your hair and nails done. Okay. I don't see no more dumber thing than that, but let's finish listening to her.
Protect yourselves, not just for you, but for your family. Let us be wise about what we're doing. We know we're always the group they're ready to do experiment on, or the.
No, we're all the group, okay, that they're doing experiments on. And the experiment is this crap that we're having right now. This is the experiment right here. You know, who is going to be believing this bullshit right here, like what this one is saying right now? Now, as soon as your arm hurt, you're going to be like, you bleeding inside? You know, this is the experiment, you know. And as far as I'm concerned, the experiment is how many of them is going to sell out and jump in front of us and try to convince us of this fakery, you know. about a stimulus check. They stimulated you enough and must have gave you a hell of a check, esterol looking something in here, sounding like a female Martin.
Group that they feel is dispensable. It's time we start taking care of ourselves. Please pass this information on to your friends and families. We need to do better. We need to take care of ourselves. We need to make sure that we're getting enough rest, eating properly, cover your nose and mouth. But more importantly, if you don't have to go out, stay home.
We knew that was coming.
I have too many nurses who work under me who are now out because they've been infected.
Now the nurses, you know that was coming.
Healthcare workers do not want to do this. And it's not fair.
It's not fair that this one is getting here telling us all of this stuff right here. It's not fair, you know. It's not, you know. And then you targeting all the black folks. And then you causing division right with it. And what you sending the message of what? To help people what? Be divided. Think they about to die and bleeding inside. And they can put some onions on their chest. And that'll help them. You know. What you doing, lady? This is Nurse Ratchet right here. Right here. About you got nurses up under you. They not sick. They left because you crazy.
To ask them to give their lives when you're not doing your part.
Look at this shit here.
The craziness.
Now about giving their lives. What? I want to know where these nurses at that's giving their lives at. You know what I'm saying? Because the ones I see on the TV is dancing around in empty hospitals. And, you know, and then doing performances in public in front of everybody with the firemen and the rest of the whoever do first responding stuff. And I haven't seen nobody in need of no emergency care or none of the stuff that they're talking about. You know, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what hospital this one is working at, where all the black men are at, dying and bleeding, and where she finding all these dead men, black men at. Because I see black men walking around all day long, and they look fine. Ever since they first told us that this common cold was coming out, and then when they escalated and changed it to killing everybody every 2.5 seconds, and minutes, seconds, whatever. They just change shit all the time. And now we got her on here, in this yellow, looking just like the damn sun. Lying. She lying.